Yeah. Hi everyone. Welcome to Children of Midnight. Itty Bitty Kitty Committee episode 2. Insert cat pun here. Itty Bitty Kitty
Meow.
Committee episode meow.
It's gonna be possum.
Oh.
It is gonna be
Hey.
possum.
You got it.
In,
It's perfect.
it is pretty
Lord.
perfect, yeah.
I signed up
I think
for
it'll
this.
be
I dreamed this of
impossible to
my
look
own
away.
will.
You were the ones who wanted to make it cat themed. You brought this on yourself.
I don't regret it for a second.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't. You regret it, Helen?
I
Rowan?
don't regret that. I do regret the puns. I regret the excessive amount of punning. But that's
Excessive.
that's all.
More like not
I'm
enough.
I'm not wearing my Hawaiian shirt.
Uh-oh.
Everything is wrong.
Damn.
And I can't leave now because we're live. This is gonna be a sad day.
Sad. I was gonna wear a nice shirt, then it got like 5 minutes before time, and it's like, shit, nope.
No, those are usually
yeah.
my lounging around shirts. It's just currently cold. So.
But I think we should
hoodies.
probably jump in soon.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
That is accurate. That is a
We
thing
should
that
do
we
the thing
probably
with
should
the
do
stuff.
indeed.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so our camera pans in once again to another day at the game store. Let's see. Let me see something. Dick is noticeably not there. Even though he's been making he's been showing up once or twice. But no, Richard, shit, what was his 2 last names?
Alistair Hobart.
Richard Alistair Hobart is not at the game store. Instead, at the game store are 3 witches. If each of you would like to tell me where you are and what you're doing here.
All right, who goes first?
Harry is currently giving a brand new batch of Rice Krispies that they made because they just discovered that on the back of Rice Krispies boxes they have a recipe for Rice Krispies treats, and so they've been taking liberties, as it were. And currently it's Fruity Pebbles, Rice Krispies, and peanut butter. They're really stuck on that peanut butter thing. They were hoping it would taste like peanut butter and jelly. It may or may not have. We'll see. So they're currently foisting those on whoever will accept them.
Claudia and Helen, how do you react to peanut butter Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treats?
Jane.
I'm totally diving into those.
Nice.
I've made, and then I'm going to start informing Harry of all the different varieties of Rice Krispie treats you can do. If you use the graham cracker cereal and chocolate chips, like the mini chocolate chips, and you leave some of the marshmallows unmelted, you make s'mores in a bar. And one of the best things you can do for Halloween is to make skull-shaped Rice Krispie treats, and then you hide a Brussels sprout, a cooked Brussels sprout, in the center of the skull. So it's both a treat and a trick.
Nice.
I don't know about that trick part, but
yeah.
You don't have to trick people into eating vegetables. The vegetables are good.
No, you very much have to trick people into eating vegetables.
Harry just hands Helen a carrot.
Damn it!
See, they're good.
If I hadn't made this agreement with you that every time you hand me a vegetable, I have to eat it.
They're good.
Sure they are.
Claudia, how do you feel about the Fruity Pebble peanut butter Rice Krispie treats?
Jane Doe.
How does Jane? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Jane Doe is more pleasantly surprised about this. You know, she's happy she's not getting a carrot right now. So she's happy about it. Thank you, Harry. I appreciate this gift.
Harry opens their trench coat to show that there's just a bunch more carrots in there. Closes
No,
it again.
thank you. I think Helen said that she wanted another one.
No. Take the carrot. Eat the carrot.
That's incredible. What are Helen and Jane up to?
Well, apparently I'm eating a carrot.
Several.
Several carrots. But besides that, I was busy going over the organizing the game shelf, not the like for sale game shelves, but the demo game shelves. Organizing them by either size and then alphabetically. I will put that I do not think she is on her medication today.
Party City, Party City.
Hence,
And I
organizing.
think, what is Redacted's name for today?
Joyce.
Joyce. You see Joyce just sort of look over at you, sort of like, okay, you're doing their job. They're okay with this. I imagine the game shelves were like in total disarray before this, so I don't imagine Joyce is the most organized of people.
I think probably as Helen is organizing it, like random kids from the neighborhood are like pulling them off of the shelves, looking at them, and then putting them back in the wrong place. Like as Helen is working on it.
Oh my gosh.
They're short and they have short little arms.
Hand it to me and I will put it back.
They're looking
Yeah.
for Quiddler.
Here, I will get it for you. Have a nice day.
Jane gives a thumbs up. She's like, yeah, great customer service.
Amazing.
What about Claudia? What's Claudia up to?
Jane Doe.
Jane, fuck, I'm so sorry. Wires.
Jane, I think Jane's probably speaking with Joyce, maybe like going over, oh, we should order this, like 10 of these games because
what
of like
sort of
a new
games
game.
Joyce should be ordering?
I think there's like a new a game that I would like in real life. There's like a new zombie base defense game, and it just came out. It has like minis to paint. It has a bunch of little like pieces and tokens and whatnot. And she's like, "Yeah, you should buy like 10 of these. It's going to be a major hit."
So it's fucking awesome, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Let me roll some 2 dice to see how Joyce takes this. Ooh, yeah, Joyce is like, hell yeah, let's do it. And punches in an order for like 15.
15.
Nice.
Yeah, they believe in this game.
Nice.
But okay. I think sometime, probably once people have sort of left, the store is quieted down, it's in the wee hours of the night, and maybe like there's only a few people remaining, sort of stragglers on their way out, cans of Mountain Dew in tow. Let's see. I think Joyce wants to talk to you, Harry. So as you're sitting there packing up, they sort of come over, and they pull over a chair and they're like, "Hey, can I sit here for a second?"
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about something, Harry.
Yeah?
Well, how do I say this? When you came back and we were talking yesterday, I got a little worried about you.
Worried why?
You know, I used to be part of a coven, too. And I understand what it's like to need to put your coven's needs before your own, but there's a certain point where it isn't healthy, Harry. And, you need to take care of yourself to be able to take care of others.
I take care of myself. I just pulls a carrot out of their trench coat and eats it nervously.
Okay, I trust you. Just be careful, okay? Keep your own. You matter to me, and it would hurt if something happened to you.
You matter to me too, Sunshine.
Thank you. Yeah, that's it. And this conversation is. Remember the complication last time where Harry was talking to. So there is now a 4 clock for Harry that ticks up every time they do something self-sacrificial.
Yep, it's gonna be a party. We're gonna have so much fun.
But okay, Jane Doe, how do you think Betty gets in contact with you?
She probably just sends one of well, I don't know exactly where everybody's situated, but the house where their gang is probably very close by. So, and Jane probably visits a lot, I imagine. So just one day, Jane was stopping by and Betty was like, "Oh, I have something, blah blah blah."
Okay, so Jane goes to her?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you head over to Betty's and tell me a bit about what this space looks like. I think last time you mentioned like an old couch.
Yeah, it's like it's definitely a lived in. It's not like a fancy new apartment. It's one of the older buildings. The furniture looks a little bit more on the hand-me-down side or like the thrift store spectrum of worn out. And there's a decent amount of bedrooms, but they're bunk beds for the children. And it's nothing too fancy inside of it, but there's plenty of it kind of looks has kind of the aesthetic of what do you call it? Not a preschool. No, that's like a youth center, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there a name for this place?
Well, I amongst the street urchins, they probably just call it home.
Nice. I'll just put it down as home. Okay, and as you go home, let's see, you see Betty's there. I think at this hour, like the kids have all gone to sleep. Um, but she's just sort of sprawled out on the couch, looking extremely tired. As working all day with kids. That's what happens. But she sort of cracks one eye open as you come in, and she's like, "Oh, hey, Jane.
What's up?
Nice seeing you." Yeah, we still got to get lunch, don't we? Shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't gonna, you're the one who has a busier schedule, so whenever it's most comfortable for you.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, Angus. Oh my fucking god. Today he decided that'd be a great idea to climb out onto the fire escape. While all the other kids were egging him on, and I had to go out. Oh. Angus is a handful.
I mean, weren't we all when we were that age?
Yeah, I mean, I was a nightmare, and oh god, you were a nightmare too. We were quite the trouble, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, do you remember? Oh, do you remember that time when we snuck into Mr. What was his name? Shit. Mr. Humper.
Pardon?
I'm trying to make up something. Just indulge me, please.
Humperdinck?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
Mr.
remember when we snuck into his place and we stole, like, the bed sheets off his bed or something?
Yeah, he had. I think he knew it was us, but He didn't report us, so that was nice.
Yeah. Um, but you know, there was no one around to teach us that stuff, and I'm so glad you're helping me out with teaching the kiddos what they need to know.
Of course, the next generation, and you know, like I love all the kids, but Angus, he reminds me of, you know, that person,
Mm.
and I just want him to maybe take a different path in life.
Yeah. God, it's how long has it been? 5 years? But you know, I was thinking of putting Angus on your most recent set of lessons. I think he needs to learn to listen to someone sometimes. And, you know, he's been begging to be going a long time.
Yeah. Well, okay. With that, I can definitely try to. Well, I mean, I'll for sure take him under my wing.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Jane.
Of course, Betty.
So, yeah, that leads us into the score for today, which is Larceny. You guys will be leading a group of kids to steal from the Gibsons, a pair of shady real estate brokers who have been buying up large swaths of the city and doing some not so above water things with that. So the solution: steal from them. Woo!
Of course!
So
Crime.
you're taking crime.
Yes.
You're taking a group of kids along with you. So I'm assuming you guys are preparing the fuck out of this.
We're going to be herding
So
cats while doing some larceny. Joy. All right. What
It'll be a
ages are we
party.
talking here? Are we talking like kindergartner, third grade,
Jane, about what ages are they?
teenagers?
They are not teenagers. They're probably in the the youngest one would probably be like 10. So like 10 to 13.
So, tweenies.
Yeah, tweens. Um so the younger young kids, they're still doing baby crimes, stealing handkerchiefs, and then the tweens get a little bit more freedom, but they still need a lot of adult guidance for larceny and crimes.
Yeah, yeah. You got to be careful with that.
Hmm.
Yeah. So could you guys tell me about the preparation you guys do to make sure this is going to go as smoothly as possible for the kids?
I'm going to make sure our disguise kit is up to date. Because most of my disguises involve fake mustaches and glasses, and I don't feel appropriate putting a fake mustache on a tween.
You don't think that would be the perfect disguise?
It doesn't go as well as you would think for some strange reason.
Harry considered making small mushroom hats for the children and then realized that that would not make them more inconspicuous. So they're kind of at a loss. They're not the best at passing anyway, so
So, Helen, how are you going to update the kit? Where do you get the supplies?
Um, I'm assuming that we're in New York. There has got to be a theater supply shop.
At least one.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, there is.
I had a membership to the theater supply shop in the town where I grew up, and our population was significantly less than New York, and we didn't have any professional theater in that town at all. They just supplied like all of the high school theaters and the one community theater. So I'm certain this place will have at least one. And I will probably just troll around in there. They probably know me by now. I'll be trying out different makeups on the back of my hand, you know, things like that.
Yeah. So this sounds like an acquire asset roll.
Oh, yeah.
To acquire assets for good disguises for the whole group plus the kids.
Mhm.
So you are going to roll at your Coven tier, which is 0, so no dice.
No dice.
No dice.
No dice.
No dice.
Which means 2 dice take the lower.
2 dice, take the lower. All right,
Okay, good 2 6s.
behave. A 6 and a 3.
Oof. So yeah, you get supplies at your Coven level -1. So you do manage to secure the supplies, but please tell me why they are pretty shit.
They're like the clearance rack ones. You know, we're a couple months past Halloween now. This this liquid latex is half solid.
Mm.
You know, I mean, yeah, if you put some effort in, you can probably do it, but this is probably like dollar store level makeup, and we're not talking the good stuff. We're talking like you have to wet it down first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
They
might
might look
work.
more like clowns when I'm done with them than anything else.
That'd be very funny. Okay. Jane and Harry. What about you guys? How are you preparing for this?
Harry would like to survey.
Okay, sort of scope out the area a little bit. Are you surveying from outside the building? Are you surveying from inside the building? What's your tactic here?
I would probably like Harry might like sit and watch from the outside, but they might also send Dreg in to like clamber through the vents or something.
Yeah, your little griffin.
Yeah.
Your draft
All
panda.
right. So yeah, so you sit down outside. You send your little dude in. Could you make me a survey roll, please?
What?
Could
Survey?
you please roll me survey? Yep.
Or prowl?
Your choice. Your choice. I think either works.
I'm gonna say survey. And I get 1 die for that, right?
If that's what's on your sheet, yep.
Yeah. And then I think, yeah, I think I'll just do the 1 die.
Go for it.
3.
So
We're doing good today.
You're doing great today. So you send your little possum dude in, and they go clomp 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 through the vents. And then faintly from below, you hear someone like, "Is something moving in those vents? We need to call an exterminator. There's something in the vents." Are you getting out or keeping going?
Well, exterminators would take a little bit to get there. So I'm considering sticking around and just trying again.
Okay, I think your position would be moving from fortune roll to risky if you're going to keep going.
Okay. Uh, hmm. No, I don't want to risk drag.
Okay. So Drake turns around and clump, 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 clumps their way out.
They're adorable. They're not
They are.
necessarily the most stealthy.
All
They
right.
tried.
They tried. They did their best. Claudia, what about you?
Okay, I think that Jane will do a little interpersonal recon by maybe talking. This is what kind of like, can you describe like the building layout or like what it looks like from the outside at least?
Yeah, so it's this tall, sort of gleaming skyscraper, um, with sort of the wires for wind turbines coming off of it. There's plants growing out the side. It's almost in like a fantastical shape. Look, like it seems to defy gravity. But it's very clean. It's sort of gleaming, like it has a yeah, shiny, shiny. And they're looking from the street level. You see there's some nice topiaries out front, like a doorman, that and some big glass windows that look into a lobby.
Okay. Jane's going to talk to that doorman and she's going to. Okay, there's some options here, but I think she's going to want to know the like how frequently people are coming in and out, um, like busiest times, and she's going to get this information like subtly. Um, one might say through a sway roll,
Well,
and
I'm interested in what you're saying to this doorman. Can we role play that out?
sure.
Yeah. So you walk up to him. How nicely are you dressed?
Okay, how
Because I
nicely
know
would.
Jane sort of has like the street kid aesthetic, like with the skateboard and the jacket. Are you dressed like that right now?
Okay, Jane made her skateboard mini, so she doesn't look like a skateboard hooligan. Um, kind of sucking the sucking the antlers. Um, and any like just like dust from running around wild child style. She like mm, uh, gets off, but she doesn't. Um, but that's like what she does. So she freshens up, but she doesn't go
So
in
she's
disguise.
clean but not fancy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you come up to the front door, and the doorman sort of pulls the door open, and he's like, "Welcome home, madame."
Oh no, he guessed that I lived here. Oh shit.
Fancy.
Um, yes, I am actually. I don't live here yet, doorman. Thank you for assuming as much. I was actually going to do a tour very soon of the grounds. Maybe I would like to rent an apartment in this fine building. And I wanted to get some insider information. And Jane's like looking at him like, yeah, because you're an insider. So she's like, buttering him up.
All right,
Uh,
now this is time for a sway roll.
okay. So I have 2 ticks in that, the only thing I have any progress in. I'm going to roll 2 dice. Okay, dice. I got a 5 and a 3.
Okay, success. Um, and he sort of frowns, but then slowly like nods, and he's like, "Okay, what sort of information are you asking of me?"
Oh, just I am very curious about the type of people that live here and maybe their how abundant they are. You know, I do hate to be crowded. It's below my station.
Damn. Okay.
It's so beneath
Incredible.
me.
I'm better than that.
And he's like, of course. Um, you know, we usually have people coming out in and out at all hours of the day. It gets rather busy at times, but I'm sure it's nothing crowded or people stagger in when they need to. It's very leisurely, it's very relaxed. Um, in terms of the type of people, high class individuals such as yourself. And you get the feeling he doesn't completely believe that. Um,
I stand
but
up straighter.
he's sort of playing along. Sometimes, yeah, maybe your new money. Um, but usually, perhaps next time you come, you might want to think about the dress code a little more. We do have that going for this space.
Okay, a dress code. Interesting. So, um, above business casual.
I would say business casual at the minimum.
Okay, interesting. And just one more time, just like I mentioned, because I hate crowds. What time would you say you're most crowded and busy, and it's hard to keep track of people?
Hmm. I would say around. I would say around 9 o'clock and 6 o'clock are when we have people coming in and out.
Okay. Um, well, I think that is it, sir. You will probably be seeing me again. Like I mentioned, might be looking into renting an apartment, but until then, I shall be on my way. She turns around really quickly and skedaddles out of there.
Nice. You've thoroughly confused this man. I love it. Okay, let's cut to the score. What's your plan for getting these kids in and up to the penthouse?
Okay. Well, when I did get home or like to the GameStop, told Helen and Harry, I was like, you know, they have a dress code, so we should keep that in mind for the disguises. And 9 and 6 might be good times to infiltrate. We could probably have an easier time sneaking in, unless we had another option. But that just to be informed about what could happen.
Is this building mostly residential, or is there like shops and stuff on the first floor?
I imagined it as mostly residential.
Is there anything fancy about this place that might have, say, a school field trip involved?
What do you mean by that?
What about, like, is it fancy enough for there to be nannies?
Mm.
Because
It
if we
might.
disguise
People don't
ourselves
take
as
care of their
nannies and the
children.
kids as just, like, the children who live here, that might be easier to get past the front. Maybe we'll get them,
Interesting.
like, school uniforms or something.
Yeah, or
Mhm.
we know to either get them in uniforms or dress them up fancy so they look like they belong there.
Yeah, but if we come in around, like, when school would be ending,
Yeah.
and have the kids in school uniforms, and we look like we're nannies,
That's
that might work, maybe. Just hope nobody
That's
asks me any questions.
yeah. I'm sure we could pull that off. If there's anything like you said that up at the top, it was very interesting architecture, and that there were like cables and things for the solar and the wind power coming off of the building. So, like, if we could be giving an architecture tour to a bunch of middle schoolers who are all wearing the same like school uniform. I think we might be able to pass it off as like we're teachers or like teachers and assistants or what have you, or like what's the word?
Is it like
Chaperone. Yeah.
is it like a well-known building?
I think it's fairly well known.
So like a popular game, a popular book in the classroom right now is Iggy Peck Architect, and it's about a kid named Iggy Peck who wants to become an architect, and it's by the same person who wrote Rosie Revere, Engineer, and Ida Twist, Scientist. Great book series, but I can totally see like trying to do an architecture type tour, especially if it's a locally well-known building, and we could be like, this particular, buttress design was, chosen specifically for how it lets the light through or something like that.
Okay. Are we going with the architecture?
If
Architecture plan?
if we were to go with the architecture one, would we like be trying to bluff our way past the front door and be like, ah, we talked to your manager and they said it was fine and blah 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 blah? Or would it be like stuff like this happens all the time and so it's just like nobody bats an eye?
I think you would probably have to do depending. Okay, it would depend on your engagement role. Let me say that.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I would very much like it to be oh yeah, this happens all the time. Nod, nod, wink, wink. See you later, kind of thing.
Yeah, again, I think it depends on your engagement role.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but that's why I'm kind of thinking like the nanny thing might be a better angle.
I mean, it would that would also depend on your engagement role too. So
Yeah, I guess like how well like the front desk person knows like who lives there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it seems like we all think, school uniforms for the kids.
Yes. Either direction, I think that will work. We also need to bathe them
Mm.
or have them bathe. Day of.
Wow. Good luck, Betty.
With soap.
So okay. Get the kids looking nice. We're agreeing on uniforms. Now,
Cause like usually uniforms are a little bit easier to get than like trying to get like higher class clothing.
Yeah, because school uniforms are usually like just like khaki pants and a like navy blue collared shirt or something. You could get that stuff at Target.
Or like plaid skirts and shit.
Yeah.
well, honestly, I was just thinking, oh, we'll just slip in there. So I think that you two have a better idea, but which one do we think is? They both have risk.
Yeah.
They do.
So, which one?
Mommy, roll a dice.
Sure.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, architecture. 4, 5, 6, nanny.
All right.
Okay.
6, nanny.
Nanny.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, so we're all putting on our best Mary Poppins
I was
appearance.
more thinking just like business casual or like, but like the kind of business casual that like you can definitely work in.
Because if you're chasing children, you need to be able to, squat
Yeah.
and run.
So like maybe slacks and a button down or something like that. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be that.
Yeah, and Betty is
Involved.
tasked with kid wrangling, which is hard.
Yeah.
But the day of, everyone is all dressed up, complaining to high heavens about the itchiness of the uniforms. And let me make your engagement roll now to see what sort of situation we start in.
Okay.
So
I'm going to be pomading some kid's hair just to hear them complaining about it.
I think Angus's horns are like freshly shined, like. But okay,
Polished even.
1 dice. 1 dice for base scoundrel luck. 2 dice because you have disguises. Let's see. Anything else here? Nah. 2 dice. Oh, fuck. I dropped one of my dice. Okay. Let me roll that again. Ooh, shit. Okay. So you
A
take
good
the
oh
kids
shit or a bad oh shit?
Good oh shit. You got the
Okay.
Cool. Nice.
So you take the kids in through the front lobby. The receptionist sees you guys sort of herding them through and is like, nope, don't want to deal with this, just waves you right past. Are you guys going to take the elevator or the stairs up?
Is
Well-
the elevator big enough for everybody?
It's a squeeze, I think it is.
I usually prefer stairs, but that's just...
If you take the stairs, Helen will be the last one up the stairs.
Yeah, Harry
it's more
just
than
is
2
always worried
floors,
about the
not
elevators malfunctioning on them and just, like, plummeting to their death, but it's fine. They can
Okay.
do it for the children.
The thing is, with the stairs, you need keycard access to, like, open the door to the stairs.
All right, then definitely elevator.
Yeah, no.
You also need a keycard to work the elevator.
Oh, okay.
Either way.
What if we just look really, really frazzled as somebody else is walking in and go, oh no, like, I'm a nanny here and I lost the key card that I'm supposed to use for the kids, blah, 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 blah. Except for I can't actually be the one to say these things because, my god, would that be a terrible idea?
Jane is like holding book bags and she's like looking like, help.
I
And,
might
like-
have a solution.
Oh, okay, yes.
I have my cat kit gadget that in my hacking tool. So I can attempt to, I would rather use this on the stairs than on the elevator because I'm less likely to plummet to our death if I mess up on stairs than on elevator.
Okay, a pleasant reminder that you can use the cat kit once per day. Is this where you want to use it?
No, I want to use it to actually get into their house.
Okay.
So
I think
the bluff of
Jane had
oh dear
something
God.
going.
Yeah.
Jane had something going with all the book bags, I think.
Yeah. Oh no, I have no arms to open the door.
And we also have no arms because we're
Yeah.
holding children's hands, obviously.
Everyone hold. If you stop
is
holding hands
necessary.
one more time, Angus, I swear to God.
Angus was like,
You need to
he does
steer the
it.
group.
Okay.
Real
Jane,
quick,
can you make?
or I was
sorry.
gonna say, real quick side note. Last downtime I did cast telepathy, so we do have that.
Yes.
Just so we're all remember. Okay.
And
yes.
Jane, could you? What sort of role do you think it would be to
I mean, one might
have no
say.
arms?
Oh, I thought it was going to be a sway to get them to believe
no.
my floundering.
I'm down for sway.
Okay. Yeah, I think she's putting on a little bit of a performance right now. So she's trying to get them
Or
to
a
believe
finesse
her.
roll where you have to fail.
I feel like that would be easier. But let's go with sway. So 2 dice like last time. Okay, don't fail me. I always gotta talk to them mean, otherwise they don't listen. 5 and a 4.
Okay. So yeah, you're like, oh no, like my bags, can someone please open this door for me? And this older gentleman walks up and is like, of course, and like, click, open the door, holds it open for you as all of you go through. But I think our complication here is that the receptionist is sort of watching and like this is causing a little of a commotion, and so the receptionist is gonna take note, and I'm gonna start a new 4 clock called alert, and I'm gonna tick in one of the things.
So we've got 3 more.
Three
Gotcha.
more until the alert is sounded.
Yeah, but we're shadows, so it shouldn't be a
Nice.
problem.
Love that. Great.
But you head up the stairs. They're very nice stairs. You know how stairs are usually like just sort of concrete? No, they're like wood paneled. But God, it's a long fucking walk. And
Okay.
Angus is like, how much longer is this?
I mean, just like 100 more floors. We're building up your strength. This is strength training. We're training right now.
Harry's half carrying Helen up the stairs.
Helen's like by the 4th flight of stairs, wheezing.
Harry's like, I have so many Rice Krispies for you once we get back. You just need to make it through this.
Okay. Not happy.
And so you wind up on like 10 minutes later on like the 100th floor or something. Head out the door to a hallway, nice, tasteful lighting, sort of a very clean, modern approach. And you are at the front door of our good friends, the Gibsons, which is indeed locked. What's your plan?
I have a lockpick. I have an electronic lockpick. Is this an electronic lock or a physical lock?
Yes, this is an electronic lock.
Excellent. That's what I have. An
Go for
electronic
it.
lockpick.
Yeah.
Since this is a artifice that I have created myself, do I roll craft for that?
You are going to roll the quality level of this artifice for how long it lasts, because remember it has that trait, so 2 dice.
2 dice. All right.
Can I help this in any way?
No, this is solely on the quality of this artifact.
Okay, gotcha.
So I appreciate the
my
offer.
workmanship. 2 and a 3. And these dice are going over here. Yep.
Okay. I think I know what happens. You do get the door open. It sort of clicks and it just sort of creaks open, and Angus dashes in as soon as it's open.
Angus, no.
Damn it, Angus.
Did not all of these floors tire this child out yet?
Of course not.
I'm ready for a nap. How is he doing this?
And
Maybe I should have made Angus help carry.
Yeah.
And I think he just walks dead into some sort of video camera security system. Is this a consequence anyone would like to resist?
Oh,
Yes.
God, yes.
I feel it's my responsibility. And
all right.
I Kawinka Dinkily have enigmatic form, which shapeshift quickly enough to resist a consequence from detection or security measure. So maybe I can change into an animal and swipe him before he gets in front of it.
Nice. Yeah, I'll take that.
Grab him by his collar and
that.
make him go.
Yeah.
Spend that essence, and what animal do you change into?
Did the animals I change into has to be the correct size? For no reason.
Define the correct size, quote unquote. You like a big elephant or like a little elephant?
Well, that's what I was going to say. I want to make a little elephant so I can grab him with my trunk.
Baby elephant.
Yeah, no, I'll take a little elephant. I will take it.
Okay, I like, for this hand motion, I go like this. Like she's going out of her body into a different type of body. And she turns into a mini elephant and grabs Angus with her trunk and is like, "Get your ass over here, boy."
Yeah, and he sort of you grab him just in time before he walks into the line of sight of the security camera, and he sort of stumbles back And he's like, what? I totally had that. Why are you stopping me, Jane?
Yeah, I had that camera trained onto you, and then I point out exactly where the camera is.
And he looks up to it. He's like, shit. Yeah, no, I totally saw the camera.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We
Sure.
entirely believe you, child.
Mm-hmm.
Harry hands Angus a carrot.
No, don't give him more
What the fuck
energy.
is this?
It's your
Why did
punishment
you give me...
carrot. You have to eat it.
Chucks it across the hall.
No.
Wait, inside the house or outside?
In the hallway.
Oh, okay.
There's not a flying carrot on the security system, but that would be very funny.
Oh, Angus, you better believe that I'm going to snitch on your ass. I'm going to make sure Betty only gives you vegetables. You done fucked up now.
No, Miss Jane, come
Go
on.
pick up that
I
carrot.
hate that. You can't tell Miss Betty.
Go
Look
pick
at
up
how
the
serious
carrot.
her eyes are.
I'm going to tell Betty unless you do what Harry says because that was mean.
And he
We don't
goes
leave
over,
anything behind. Come on, Angus.
and he picks up the carrot, and he's like, I'm sorry, Harry. I won't do it again.
I'm not gonna make you eat that one because it's been on the floor.
But
But
you
it's a
better put it
waste
in
of a
your
perfectly
pocket.
good carrot.
Yes. And you better put it in your pocket because we don't want to leave anything behind that might have our fingerprints and things on it.
No, I was just going to say, like, Jane grabs it with her trunk and eats it. She's an elephant. She doesn't care if it was on the floor.
Ew, gross.
I'm just
Miss
realizing.
Jane, that was on the floor.
And I'm an elephant.
Are you a talking
She leaves it
elephant?
at that. Take it or leave it.
This is entirely fine. There's nothing weird going on at all. No, this is...
It's fine. This is
fine.
fine.
It's
Everything is fine.
This is
Okay,
great.
everybody in. We're gonna close the door.
But I think as you're looking in, like, you see this very spacious apartment. It has like a beautiful view of the entire city. Let's see, what did I write down? I think actually there's like a big old swimming pool, like in one section. Yeah, and there's some like very large sort of. There's like a big modern art piece that just is a bunch of like red, like splashes. It's really big. It looks sort of like blood. But how do you guys plan on getting past that security camera?
Jane
Can we
looks
break
over
it?
at Helen. Electronic.
Yeah, can I break it?
Like
we do if we do magic near electronics, they explode, right?
If you touch electronics,
Yeah.
they explode. You'd have to touch the security camera.
You have to touch it, yeah.
And she's an elephant.
Yes, I guess.
Have an elephant go touch a fucking
So either
security
the
camera?
elephant lets me on its back so I can touch the camera, or they touch the camera. Whichever one
yeah.
is going to be able to
God.
reach the camera easier.
I think you get on the back and then you'll have more dexterity than me in case you need to do something else.
Okay.
Okay, you guys aren't wearing super concealing disguises, so this will result in some heat. Is that okay with you?
If we break the camera?
Well, you'll have to walk up to the camera in order to break it.
Can we like approach it from a blind spot, like from the side or something?
I think the
does
problem.
I'm sorry. Does
The
it look
problem
like
is
the kind?
You go ahead.
Does it look like the kind of camera that has like where the information would be contained within the camera, or does it look like it's backed up somewhere?
Interesting. I don't know the difference in what they look like, but if you want me to roll a study roll to gather information,
I don't have study yet.
you can. There's no penalties for failing. You just don't know.
Okay, sure.
I have
That's
study.
two
for it.
dice, take the lower.
Mhm.
Yep, fortune roll standard.
But one of them was a one. I need to get my dice bin. I don't know where it went. But
Damn.
this is becoming comical. My rolls just keep bouncing. Okay, I got a 6 and a 5.
Damn, nice. So I'll take the 5.
Cool.
Yeah, it looks like it probably is backed up somewhere else.
Okay, cool. Fun. Love that. Okay. And it's just witches touching it, not familiars, right?
I think familiars have enough magical in them to short it out too.
So if, like, say, Jane's hummingbird were to
Sweet
fly
pea?
above the range of the camera and maybe land on top of it or something,
And then it goes.
and hopefully then it goes.
The camera, not Sweet pea.
No, the
I know,
camera. The camera.
Yeah.
Entirely the
Not
camera,
Sweet
not
Pea.
the sweet pea.
Sweet pea
Good.
touches the camera. God, that would be bad.
Tiny
Uh,
toes.
Horrifying.
yeah, if Sweet pea can short it out, then. But do I think that they could like fly over the
Yeah, I think
range?
hummingbirds are incredibly agile. I think if anyone has a chance of pulling it off, it's Sweet Pea.
Okay. Cool. Do I roll for that or?
I think you're going to roll Prowl for Sweet Pea.
Interesting. I have something in. Okay. Which one of you coward dice is gonna give me a 6? Try this one. I got a 1.
Oh, damn. Well, that was, I think that was risky standard, so you do get XP for that. Make sure to mark that.
Okay.
So Sweet Pea sort of flits in front of the security camera, and that's a failure. So Sweet Pea's not able to deactivate it, unfortunately. What do you think stops Sweet Pea?
Maybe they see Sweet Pea, she's a sweet girl, but definitely not the sharpest crayon in the tool shed. So I think she sees like a flower that looks really delicious.
Yeah, there's a nice thing of topiary or something over at the flower bed, and she like just pauses for like a good 2 seconds right in front of the camera, then zooms over to that. So I'm going to tick up the alert clock by 2. So you are 1 away
By
from setting
2?
off the alert. Yeah, this was risky.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
I
And
did
that
put it in the immediate clocks, just so you know.
nice, thank you. And you're gonna have to find a different way to do that because Sweet Pea didn't work.
Yeah.
Okay. When that happens, I'm like, yeah, damn it, Sweet Pea. You ate when we were at the house. But Harry, you said that there that information's going somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe like it's a home security system and like the boxes in here, right?
It could be, or it could be stored on the cloud, which is more likely with a lot of things these days.
Yeah, I guess we are in the future, so that would make sense. I mean,
Well, it
we're
is
in
like
this
an
time.
alternate feature, but
Yeah.
I feel like the security-minded sapes would be more likely to use extremely electronic things like the cloud
Hmm.
to store their data, so that then it's harder to reach
That
by
makes
unbound witches.
hmm. Let me look what I got. Why you guys also think because
Is there a way to get in here that does not require us to walk in front of the camera?
Oh, interesting question. How do you want to find that out?
Like, with the camera's positioning, are there like ways off to the side? Is this like an
Well, the
entryway?
camera is straight in front of the door, so
Uh-huh.
probably wouldn't have to walk through that door. But I like
Okay.
your on alternate entrances. I think that could
But
be
would it
possible.
see the floor and the ceiling? Like, what's the range of the camera?
It is at the door. If you walk in the door, it will see you.
No,
That
I mean
is-
like if we were to send, say, Dreg to either crawl along the floor and do something, or to fly above and do something.
I
Dreg is a
allowed
lot larger,
Sweet Pea
though.
because Sweet Pea was very fast and was able to
Mhm.
move through the contested area super quickly. Drake is a
Okay.
little slower, so
Yes, and already made clomp clomp noises.
Yeah.
So we know the vents are not an option for them this time.
you could try again.
We could. We could. However, at this point, the exterminator has been called, probably, and might have left traps or something, which I don't want to risk.
This hallway that we're in, where this door is attached to, is there like other doors, like to other buildings, apartments in here, or is this just the only
Yes.
apartment on this floor?
I think there's a door to the apartment next door.
Okay. Is there access to, say, like a window or a balcony or something?
Sure. Yeah. I think you go out onto a balcony at the end of the hallway, and you can see that there's this line of balconies sort of wrapping around the building, or like little terraces.
Very luxurious.
You could get over. It's just you're very high up.
Yeah, there is that. So, someone else want to try to hop over this here thing?
Ooh, I can do it. I can do it. Angus is like,
Of course you can. Okay, so we're gonna put a rope around you so that if stuff goes sideways, I can try to keep you from plummeting to your death.
Jane's over it. She's wiggling.
Harry's like, nah, I can do it.
All right, then I'll
Come
tie a
on,
rope
I
around
can
you to
do
keep you
this.
from plummeting to your death.
That is extremely fair. I will accept the rope, but I will do it.
All right, rope for you, and everyone else hold on to the end of the rope in case something happens. So that
Yes,
but make sure that
and then
there's
they're
enough,
gonna
like, leeway that they can move.
they're gonna like slim down and like get as small as they can, so that then like they won't weigh as much if they do fall. Therefore, making it as easy as possible on their friends to like keep them safe.
Okay,
You've got
so
a
I
baby
think that'll
elephant
get you
holding, so-
increased effect if they have to try to pull you up.
What?
That will get you increased effect if they have to try to pull you up.
Yes.
Cool.
Cool.
Before that, seeing that, Jane, she'll like, like kind of steer Angus to like the side of the railing, and she's like, okay, Angus, I appreciate the initiative to go, but watch Harry do this, and then if they fall, you know what not to do, and if they make it, you can take some pointers. So she just leaves that aside with him.
Okay.
But she does whisper to Harry, I hope you don't fall, but it is a learning opportunity for the kids if you do. Pat.
Gestures with a carrot at you.
I like carrots.
Take it then.
Helen's like, these are the people I voluntarily spend my time with.
Yeah, you do.
Of my own free will, I spend my time
Of
with
your
these
own
people.
free will.
Mhm.
A lot of time.
A lot of time with these.
a lot of time.
Okay.
Spend time.
So,
Anyway.
Harry, what sort of role is this?
I would say prowl. Or finesse.
I'll take either of those.
Shoot. Now I have to
I would
choose.
argue for spring, because you were quite literally springing from rooftop to rooftop. But I can definitely see prowl too, like as you were
I have
springing very
spring too. I
quietly.
have all three, honestly.
There's a whole lot of climbing being involved, so.
I have prowl, I have finesse, and I have spring. I got that prowess, baby.
Hey!
Yeah.
Which one do you want to roll with?
I don't know.
Well, how do you imagine it? Like, if it were a success, like, how would you imagine it?
Well, so like, you know those like in like Leverage or whatever, where when they have like that ledge that they have to like
Scoochy,
creep up
scoochy, scoochy.
against,
Yeah.
and they have to go slowly and carefully, and there's like this much space for them to walk on. I'm kind of imagining it as one of those kind of situations as opposed to jumping from like balcony to balcony.
That sounds like, based on that, how you imagine it sounds like prowl, based on how it's
Yeah, I agree.
defined.
Cool. Prowl then.
Let's go.
And since this is a slightly higher stakes one, I think I'm going to entertain a Fey bargain.
Ooh.
Actually, what's the risk level?
I think your risk level is risky standard. Because you
Okay.
have the rope. That's
I
preventing immediate disaster.
Cool.
Instead of giving a Fey bargain, I can go ahead and give you
Well, you
an
can take a Fey
assist.
bargain and help.
Well,
That's true.
I'm gonna-
I'll see what the Fey bargain is,
okay.
but I will definitely keep in mind that dice from the help, which honestly.
Okay. My Fey bargain is I've been thinking about people who have access to computer systems, since this whole place is so computerized. And I was thinking maybe Dave has his eye on this.
Dave?
The janitor?
My ex.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Spicy.
But Dave doesn't know Harry, right?
Dave doesn't know Harry, but Dave knows Helen.
Yeesh.
Dave knows Helen quite well.
He's a virus on the world. You must be careful.
Yeah, no, I'm not, no.
Fair enough.
I'm not messing with that.
Okay.
So Claudia, you said Jane would be willing to help?
Yeah, that pep talk that she gave, that she whispered so that you didn't, that's how she motivates you. Yeah. She motivates you by saying, I didn't really mean I want you to fall.
I don't want you to fall, but if you do, that's fine. That's your help.
No, if you do, it's gonna be anyways.
Go for it. Let's see how it goes.
I got a 3 and a 4.
Okay, the 4 is good. The 4 means it's not a complete failure, which would have been very bad. You have 2 options, Harry.
Okay.
So, option 1 is I fill up the last tick on that alert clock. Option 2 is that you slip and your position becomes desperate.
The alert would make it a whole lot harder for us to get out safely, right?
Yes.
And desperate would too, to like a degree, but like I'm thinking desperate. I'm more inclined to let the situation become desperate than to let that alarm go off.
Okay. Wait, shit. I just realized I violated a principle of this game because when I slipped, I meant like you fell off the building, and that would be negating your success. So I need to offer different terms.
Ah.
So you don't want the alert clock. You do get to the other side. What do you think a reasonable complication of this would be? Or risky?
Um.
I mean, I am inclined to just tech up the alert clock. I'm sorry.
Can I offer a suggestion?
Yeah, totally.
Maybe the veranda, like the sliding door or whatever it is locked.
Yeah, I like that.
I was gonna say maybe. I was gonna say maybe it's harder for other people to follow, so we have to find another way in for other people. But
Oh, yeah, I like that even more. No, good suggestion, Claudia. Thank you.
yeah, so either we have to get like funky to finagle a way to get other people across, or we have to find another way in for other people.
Oh, I thought you were just going to unlock the door when you get inside.
Yeah, but the issue on the other door was the camera, not.
Or well,
although if I'm
thought
here,
you were going to go to the other side and touch it.
Yeah.
From a blind spot.
Can I get there?
I think so, but let's focus on this first. So you sort of sidle your way across. But as you're there, you feel like something under your foot like give, and like a good section of this ledge just crumbles away. As you are left on the other side without a good way back, and without access to your friends.
Cool.
Are you all right?
Angus, don't do that. Don't do that.
Ever.
You made it, right?
No. You want to be able to leave a way back. Usually. So don't do what I just did. There are alternative forms of egress. I cannot hear you, Claudia, if you're saying things.
Oh, no, I was just scratching my eyebrow.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. So you find yourself on this other balcony. You have found an alternative form of egress. Good work. And I think it would be pretty easy to deactivate that camera if that's what you want to do.
I just go and stretch my hand out and just like, doop.
Stretchy hand.
That's it.
And it... yeah, that camera is fucking fried. Damn.
Damn, she fried though.
They will have to buy a new one.
Oh no. All of their horrible money. Whatever are they gonna do? But yes, anyway.
But yeah, so I think your friends could come in the front now if they wanted.
Yes, I think that's
cool. I shall invite them.
Idea.
And yeah, you all come in through the front door, and Angus is like looking around, and he's like, "So where's the money?"
The money's in the items. Remember, another part of our business is to get the items and sell them.
Oh, okay.
So we're looking for items with decent resale value. So if you're going to go for clothes, make sure that they're name brand, and if they still have the tags on them, all the better. If you're going for, like, I wouldn't grab one piece of silverware, for example. If you're going for that, you get the whole set. That's more resellable. Make sense?
Why would anyone get one piece of silverware?
Sometimes a spoon is nice.
That sounds like Harry speaking from experience.
It's nice to have something to hold at night, you know?
No, like a spoon, like something to eat with, not a spoon like someone spooning you. It's a different spoon.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
mean like
I
you
don't think
hold
that's what Harry
the
was
piece of
talking about.
silverware,
Oh,
and then it's your teddy bear when you don't have a teddy bear.
I need to get you a teddy bear. Mental note.
Right.
That would
Note,
be
note.
incredible.
So yeah, I think like Angus like dashes off like somewhere, like maybe into the
Yeah.
bedroom to start like rummaging for stuff.
Be careful.
Do we
Yeah.
need to get that child one
Yeah,
of those
I
little
got it, Helen.
harnesses?
Can I look around to make sure there's no more cameras before I set all of the children loose?
Yeah, make a survey check. Well, that's what I'm thinking, but if you want to make something else, go for it.
One might say that this could be a... Damn it. All I can do is talk to people.
I can do a survey.
I don't have anything really for insight.
Well, this is a this is an info gathering role, so there's not really any bad things that will happen if you fail. And you can always entertain a fey bargain or push yourself.
No to the Fey bargain, but actually I have found a way to beat the system. I was just, target, you follow your query or predict their movements to intercept, so maybe I could predict where good camera placements would be.
Ooh.
I think
Just,
that's stretching it a little. When I think of that, I think of like either long distance weapons or spells or like tracking someone.
I could be tracking cameras. One might say. I will accept
I
rolling
personally
none.
feel that is a
I'll
little
help you.
Weasley, but I do not have the final say on this. You guys have the final say on this. So what do you guys feel?
I can help you do a survey.
Mm, I think it might be worthwhile just because if one of these kids get our last tick off, it's going to be pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I will accept help if you are offering.
Oh shoot, that would take me up to 5 willpower. Yikes. Can I do the roll instead?
I can pass my plan on and be like, maybe somebody should check for cameras.
Yeah, we are telepathically connected, so that's not going to be a problem at all.
And we're
So
all
I can
grouped up
do-
right now.
Yeah.
I can do a survey.
Go for it.
One
Push
dice,
yourself.
or
Hey, bargain.
does somebody want to help?
Help.
Oh yeah,
will
I'll
help.
help.
Oh, both of you are gonna help?
Only one person needs to help.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I already took off a willpower, so.
Okay.
2 3s.
Ooh.
Incredible.
Incredible.
Thankfully, it's just, information gathering, so nothing horrible will happen.
Yeah, thankfully it's just information gathering and nothing bad is gonna happen from this.
Yeah.
Hiccup, right?
I don't think you managed to find the cameras. You sort of, maybe they're hidden? That doesn't sit well with you.
Is there a teddy bear sitting on a bookshelf?
Was that an actual question?
Yes. I want a teddy bear.
I mean, I'm not sure in this room, but if you looked around in other rooms.
All right, so we're going with the assumption that there are no other cameras. Of course.
As far as we can tell.
As far as we can tell, and we are going to now search the place for valuable items.
Well, before we do that, I can still do my thing and just, it's just information gathering. And if I don't find anything, then we just both don't find anything.
All right.
If Like, okay.
What are you trying to do?
I'm also looking for cameras.
Oh shit, if we're both doing this, maybe we should have done a group roll from the get-go.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it's technically legal, it just doesn't feel right to me. Because I already sort of made a decision on that. Do you want to do survey maybe to look for valuables?
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, do you guys want to do that as a group roll?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be
Okay.
searching for some stuff.
Who is leading?
I mean, that's not me because I
That
don't have
just
survey.
determines who takes the
stress, the willpower.
Oh, I can pay the willpower if that's the part.
Okay, Helen's your leader. Are we rolling survey?
Sure.
Okay, everyone roll survey. Let's go.
4.
2 and a 5.
another fucking 3.
Damn. Okay, so Helen, you are going to take 1 willpower for Harry. Let's see, that's a success with complications. So the success is that you do find some good ass shit.
That's what all these backpacks were for.
Or wait,
you
I
guys...
said 2 and a 5 because I rolled twice and my lowest is 2.
Oh, okay. So you're going to take 2 willpower, Helen.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Thank you. You're good. Could you each tell me one of the cool, valuable things you find and you steal?
Do I find the thing that comp that we had talked about?
Oh, yes, but remember, it's in a box, so you'll have to deal with that.
Okay.
Is that what you want to find?
Yeah. Would you like me to tell everybody what I found?
Sure.
All right. So I found a artifact from before the Witch Wars. It's in a fancy locked box, but it is I've decided it's a scrying mirror, which is, if you don't know what that is, it's a black glass mirror. And Helen believes that she can use that to make as a key component for a piece that she's working on.
Nice. But it is, the box is
your
extremely
death ray or whatever
locked.
it is.
Huh?
Your X-ray?
Yes.
I thought it was a death ray for a second. I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Though I am also working on a death ray, but the X-ray
I meant,
machine
like,
that I'm working on.
I would not put it past Helen, of course, but I did mean from the clocks that I was looking at earlier today.
Yeah. Yes.
Cool.
All right, Helen finds that extremely locked box. What do Jane and Harry find?
I find it's a painting that I look at it and I'm like, holy shit, this is authentic. So she gets a box cutter and cuts it out of the frame, rolls it up nice. It's like, yes, you're going to sell for a lot of money, and she rubs it on her face.
Maybe is it that really sort of abstract one from earlier that was just a bunch of splotches of red paint?
I would hate to say that was worth money, but it can be.
Other people might find it of value.
That was worth money.
I think it's from some semi-famous painter, but if you wanted something less abstract, you could probably find it.
You know, a Jackson Pollock or something.
Yes, I know the artists' names.
He's a famous guy who makes paintings by just throwing paint on a wall.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I've heard that name, but I couldn't tell you anything that he's painted.
It's entirely reductive, and that's the point.
Just because I don't like splotchy paintings personally, just a personal preference, I think Jane finds it looks like that one painting of the people in the park. Um,
Oh, pointillism? Sunday in the Park. It's
Yeah.
a pointillist painting. I,
I would just
Art's
go
your
for
bag. Gotcha.
psychology. I don't know. But anyways, it's that famous painting, or it looks like similar, because this is alternate reality or whatever.
Mhm.
It looks like that painting.
Nice.
Sunday in the Park with George? Is that the name of it? Anyway.
I think it's just called Sunday in the Park, but I can't remember correctly.
Okay.
I haven't been there. I haven't seen it in a while. It's not one of my favorites, but that's just me.
What about you, Harry? What do you find?
Harry finds some really nice watches. Like
Hmm.
fancy ass watches.
Fancy
Like a
ass
Rolex.
watches.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Or alternate reality Rolexes. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you
Rolex.
Rolexes.
Yeah.
And I think the reason you're able to touch these is like these are the really fancy types that like are made of like completely clockwork.
Yeah.
With like quartz crystals inside them and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's vintage.
Yeah.
This person is a collector.
Yeah. So I'm gonna steal his fancy ass watches and destroy his fucking life. I mean, what?
I'm petting the box.
Eat the
So
rich.
pretty.
Oh, what a coinkydink. Jane is rubbing her face in the painting.
Harry is just stuffing all of the watches into one of the backpacks and kind of staring at you guys a little bit, being like,
Does anyone have a lockpick? Lockpick? Anyone? Am I going to have to take the whole box?
would trying to pick a lock be a finesse roll?
Yes, or craft.
Cool. If I were to try and make a lockpick out of one of those like bobby pins or something,
I could do that with my craft.
So
it'd be
the
too
funny thing is, if you don't, this is a very well locked box. If you don't have the proper tools for this, you're going to be starting at 0 effect.
I believe we
Cool.
have burglary tools, though, as one of the things for our coven.
Oh, is it?
True.
So
Oh,
I
fuck
would
yeah.
assume that we have a set of lockpicks within our burglary
Yeah,
tool
no.
set.
I forgot what we took for that. But yeah, burglary tools would hella do that, and yeah. So would that be a finesse roll or would that be a craft roll?
That would be either. But before we do that, I would like to remind you that this is a success with complications, and I get to do something fun.
Oh no.
Um,
When she says,
So
when they
I'm
say fun,
right.
I get a little fun.
I don't
Fun.
want it.
So, as you guys are sort of going through the stuff, like fawning over your newfound goods, you hear from the other room, like Angus, and he's like, "Hey, let me go!"
No.
Oh.
Run.
How big is the box? Can I put it in my pocket real quick as I run?
It's like a safe sized and it's
Oh.
heavy.
Damn it. All right.
Harry will go and go with Jane.
I hear both
You
of
can
them
stay
going,
here and
so
try and focus on your box.
What's the other
I-
kids, Helen?
sure. I'll watch the other kids.
Why do you wink?
And you run towards him, and you see Angus with what appears to be a security guard out on the terrace, and he's sort of like the security guard has his arm grabbed, and he's like trying to pull it back. And the guard's like, "Hey, kid, what are you doing here?" What's your guys' reaction?
Molly, you.
Can I spring?
Oh, I was gonna.
Ooh, what are you springing into?
Action?
Jumping at him to try and get him to let go of Angus.
Just the whole ass body tackle?
This seems like a terrible idea, but sort of.
Sure, risky standard. Let's go for it.
I'm gonna use the generator I think I have 1 die for this.
Would you like to entertain a fade bargain or push yourself?
Not particularly.
Okay, 1 dice it is.
Fuck. That's a 2.
Shit. Oh no. Okay, so you spring forward and you try to get at the security guard, but you end up slamming into the both of them. And it says Angus, like almost flying off the edge, and he's sort of holding on to the edge, dangling off the side. You are now desperate, and that alert clock is full.
Yikes.
Well,
Methinks I maybe shouldn't have been allowed to do things.
Jane, you see this happen. He's dangling off the edge. He's like, Miss Jane, help!
okay. Well, I'm looking at this. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh no! I'm gonna get out my skateboard and hop on that, grab Angus, and maybe, if possible, when Angus is 2 feet on the skateboard, pull the guard off of the terrace.
Oh. Okay, like out onto the open air, like murder, or onto the terrace?
Okay. I would assume if I can pull him off, it would be under the assumption that he can't call the alarm on us.
So murder.
If the reward would be not having the alarm called. If not, then
The alert clock has been pulled.
okay. So he already called the security.
He probably had his like walkie-talkie on, and they're hearing sounds of a scuffle.
How many
Okay.
dice would it be to resist that?
Oh, that's a good question. I think. Well, do you want to resist the alert clock, or do you want to resist Angus being dangling off the side, or do you want to resist both?
Resist the whole failure. Is that a thing that I
there
can
are
do?
2 aspects of this failure, and you have to roll separately to resist each. So do you want to resist one or both? Or none?
Maybe just resist the alert clock, and I got Angus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trust your teammate.
Okay. Insight, prowess, or resolve?
Crossing all
I
the
think
T's.
maybe prowess?
I have 3 for prowess, and it was
Yeah.
prowess that fucked it up in the first place.
Yeah, I think because you're trying to get him before the walkie-talkie can. All right.
Two 5s and a 3.
All right, so you're going to take 1 point of willpower, and the alert clock is ticked down 1 tick. They're now not alerted.
Cool. I like that better.
The alert
Yeah,
got
as you managed to
resisted.
like yank the walkie-talkie out of his hand before anything can happen.
And since it's electronic and you're a witch, it goes.
Just instantly dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, instead
Can
of
I do the same with his taser?
Probably not, as the taser was not part of that failure.
No.
but-
I was making a joke.
Okay.
It was a bad joke.
Sorry, Jane, go ahead.
So same course of action. Get on the skateboard, get Angus, but instead of pulling this guy to his 100-story death, I would like to hit him in the temple with my utility axe, the butt end.
Not the
Knock
Sharpie
him
point
out.
end.
No,
So
not a
you're
Sharpie point in.
So you're trying to grab onto Angus, pull him up, and simultaneously whack at the guard?
Yeah, well, grab him, feet on the board, and then turn. You're getting all the motions now. Blade, bam.
So I think you're trying to do a lot of things at once, so this will probably have limited effect unless you choose to push yourself.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, push yourself. You are now at risky standard effect.
Okay, and pushing myself is just like if I help somebody out, so it's 1 willpower
2
or
willpower.
2 willpower.
To
Okay.
push
Yeah.
yourself, yeah.
Um,
You don't get an extra dice for that because it's just increasing effect.
got you.
What action do you think this is?
I think that this is probably I would say maybe like you leap into action, so a spring.
Yeah, I'll take spring.
Okay, got 1 dice, 1 good tick for that. Which dice has been the best for me? Okay. What? Okay, 5.
5, nice. So yeah, you managed to pull Angus up onto the board, and you can feel him. He's like so tense. This kid is genuinely terrified. Um, and you turn and you manage to get a good whack into the guard. Um, but as that happens, the guard is already moving and has a taser, and sort of jams it into your side as you whack him in the temple, and he staggers back. And so you're gonna take some harm. I'm thinking level 2 harm because you're risky. And let's just call that electrocuted.
Okay.
Would you like to resist that?
Is there a way I can take that for her?
I would need to look
Oh.
up the protect action again. 1 second.
Well, before that happens, is there any limit to how many times I can do enigmatic form? Because it's also a supernatural feat of athletics or stealth. So stealth or athletics. So maybe I could like turn my skin to like alligator skin.
Ooh. So, sorry, could you read out the whole thing to me, please?
Okay, enigmatic form. 1 essence. Shapeshift quickly enough to resist a consequence from detection or security measures, or shapeshift to perform a supernatural feat of athletics or stealth.
So, I think if you had done it at the beginning and this was your supernatural feat, it would have counted. But you're trying to use it as a resist for something physical, and it's something the resistance is for stealth.
Mhm.
So my thought is you probably would have had to told me earlier.
Okay.
Okay, and yes, Harry, you can indeed step in and try to take that, and we will tick up that long-term clock 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Can I use my ability, Siphon Life? And give that man 2 harm?
Doesn't the Siphon Life give it to you?
No. I take 2 harm from me and give it to the other person.
Do you have 2 harm?
Yeah, if I'm taking that 2nd level harm.
Okay.
I guess like the protect action would you be like no, and
Yeah,
getting
because
in the way?
that's how
Yeah.
that's how we used it last time.
Yeah.
So you are going to
I'm like, yes,
spend
it's gonna take up the clock, but it's worthwhile. Hopefully.
so you are going to spend 1 essence to do that as you sort of take that shock and you redirect it back. Actually, what does it look like when you redirect it back into him?
So, so like they'll swoop in, like in between, Jane and the security guard, and then they'll like continue to turn with the movement, and like knock him flat a little bit, and just like touch his forehead with their hand, and then just like throw some like mushroom into him.
Yeah, and he sort of cries out a bit as like these mushrooms start to like sprout from his head. It's not a pretty sight.
He really isn't.
That would not be comfortable.
That must
It
be
would not be
uncomfortable.
comfortable.
Not be comfortable. Okay.
Would not be comfortable. No.
But Jane, you're back. You have your 2 feet on your skateboard. You've got Angus. What's the plan of attack from here? I think the Helen back where you are, like the kids are like hearing the sounds of scuffle and they're like, "What's going on?"
I'm
Yeah, and
keeping
then
the
as soon
kids
as
far
this
away from the
interaction
door.
finishes, Harry's gonna go, God damn it, sorry, Sunshine. And then they're just like gonna they're gonna like go back inside and like go back to rifling through the Gibson stuff.
Yeah, does that guy get like, is he out of commission from that, what I would imagine, very traumatizing experience?
Let's see. I think he's sort of semi-conscious. He's
Let's
sort
tie
of
him up
on.
then.
We have rope.
We
You
have rope.
Yeah, that's easy enough. You just shoot, shoot, shoot. He is tied the fuck up.
So we need to hurry.
And has mushrooms growing out of his head.
I'm telling all the kids, okay, so we need to hurry. Everyone, put one more thing in your backpack. Make sure it's a good thing, and we need to get ready to go.
Make sure it's a good.
And
Like,
you see,
not
there
the
any, like,
batteries from the
first edition-
television remote, you know, not that, but you know.
Harry does take the television remote also, just to mess with these guys and be petty.
If it
Hell
looks
yeah.
sentimental, if it looks like a family heirloom, grab it.
So, you guys have all your stuff in the bags. You're ready to go. How are you getting out?
But my box.
Let's-
Can we take the box with? Or do I have to break into the box?
I think it's pretty heavy. I think it would be the only thing you could carry, Helen, but yeah, you could take the box.
Can I
Also, you're gonna have to
Yeah.
get back out. So remember, that big heavy box might be a little hard to explain.
All right. We were talking lockpicks at one point.
Mhm.
Do we have, and I'm assuming we brought our burglary tools, oh, I can speak in English, with us. So
Of course.
can I roll a craft to try to pick this lock?
Hell yeah. Risky standard, let's go.
Risky standard? All right. A 4 and a 6, baby.
Hell yeah. That's a full success. You just sort of.
Come here, my darling. Finesse, finesse. Ah, aren't you gorgeous?
Jane is putting all the kids to watch. She's like, yeah. Well, look at this. Watch this.
Ah.
Yeah, you've got that fucking mirror, and that's much easier to fit in a pocket than a whole ass box.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that, like, wrap it in, like, I'm gonna grab a t-shirt or something out of their closet to wrap it in to help keep it safe. Because, you know, we're talking antique glass. So.
All right, so yeah,
Yes.
what's the exit plan?
Well, the things aren't all ticked off. Can we just leave like we came?
Well,
I think I'd like to see one last roll for getting out the door, because the secretary's still there, the doorman's still there, and you're walking out with fuller bags than you came in. So there's a possibility someone could make a connection.
Is there, like, a back exit that we could take, or like a fire escape or something along those lines?
Ooh. Interesting.
yeah, fire escape sounds like a good option.
Yeah, these
Do
kids are
skyscrapers have fire escapes?
There should
be
Probably
something.
there
have
should be
some
some sort of
type of
egress in
emergency
case of a
exit.
fire.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Claudia? Sorry.
Oh, I was just agreeing. Like, there's probably some type of emergency exit. Like some back
Yeah, well,
door
I think
that.
the emergency exit is the stairs, because that's generally been my experience with skyscrapers. Like, there's not like the weird metal thing, but you know, it's a skyscraper of the future. It might be. Let me do a fortune roll. I'm gonna do 1 dice. Let's see how it goes. No, there's just the stairs. I'm sorry, the dice said 1.
Oh, yeah, no, we're host. All right.
Well, we can always go down the stairs. There's So, from what we know right now, there's only one exit, the front door.
Yes, unless you want maybe survey. Or
Well, I ain't going to survey. I suck at it, apparently. But if somebody else wanted to try.
I can try. I don't have
We can
any
do that
tips
group
in it,
thing.
but I can
Sorry.
look.
I zoned out a little bit. Did we just roll about the that fire escape?
And there is no fire
Okay,
escape.
cool.
Yeah, the fortune roll said that there is not one.
Cool. Fun. Love that.
So for survey, maybe that's the one we want to do that group roll thing like we didn't do last time.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would be
good idea.
Yes.
go for it. Who's leading?
I don't think I can this time.
I
Okay.
have spent 5 willpower. I am worried.
Yeah.
I also have 5 willpower. So
Oh,
I also
God.
have 5 willpower, so I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Why not? So we're all
Don't let
rolling
your
our
memes
survey?
be dreams.
Yeah.
yeah, we're all rolling our survey.
Yeah.
Okay, dice. Don't let Rowan down, you stupid dice. Oh shit. Oops. That's too mean. Flew out of my
Is
hand.
that 6 or 2s?
That's 2 3s.
Oh shit.
Rolled a 6.
Nice.
I got 2.
What about you?
Oh well. I got 2. Because I'm not gonna. Well, I'll roll
Okay.
again just in case I do
can't
get a
see
1,
it.
but I doubt it.
My camera is garbage
So,
bananas.
I got a 1.
Helen, you are going to take 2 willpower.
Alright.
Alas, but I think Harry is like the unexpected star of this show.
Unexpected?
They said it themselves. Like, wait, no, who was it who said they weren't doing survey rolls?
I'm not doing survey rolls, and I got a 1, so.
Ah, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, no. Harry's great at survey.
Hell yeah. So Harry is the totally expected star of this show.
Yeah.
As they managed to find a nice little back exit.
Like a servant
Takes you away
exit.
from the front desk. And y'all head out there, and like, you know, the music that plays in Hitman as you're walking out into the street, blended in. Exactly. And that's the end of the score. So I think you are getting I think like 6 Fey fruit for selling all this shit.
Lit.
Okay, like in total for all of us?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give all mine to the gang, like the street urchin gang.
Cool. So your share of 2?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll give one of mine to the like the pool.
To the what?
The
group pool?
The
clan
Coven?
pool.
Coven
pool.
Nice.
Words are hard. Clan.
This did have you did get seen by a person who was living, and there were the cameras, so I think you are going to take 4 fate.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't catastrophic, but it was pretty big.
It was pretty big.
And reputation, I'm not sure you're getting rep, because rep is calculated by the opponent's tier minus your fate that you gained. So, alas.
Party City.
Party City, as we say. But you did get a lot of money. You got a lot of money.
We got a precious amount of money. I'm
Wait,
keeping
where do
one
we
Fey
put
fruit and
money
putting
on
one
the
in the...
on the Coven sheet?
I'll mark it down and I'll figure out how to add it later.
Cool, thanks.
You're welcome.
Then I'll take 1 Fey fruit.
Yeah, same here.
What do you use Fey fruit for?
Lots of things.
Okay. You can spend one of them to get an extra downtime action. Also, if you want to buy expensive shit like artifacts, that's what you can use Fey fruit for that. But really the most useful thing is the downtime stuff.
Fancy.
Also, if you accumulate enough of them, you will become immortal. How fun.
But you can't carry more than... If you carry 6 on your person, you go catatonic, right?
I don't think it's catatonic, but stuff does get more difficult. But you
I'm
can
pretty
you
sure
can
they
sort
said
of.
if you have 6 of them, you go catatonic.
I think I think you can put them in stash. And that basically just says you're
There's a
leaving them somewhere.
stash?
I think so. Look, I don't know. Let me
I'm
figure
just
this
gonna
out
look it
later.
up in the book.
Good
I
shit.
know that Helen is storing her fey fruit in her refrigerator because that's where you put fruit.
In your fridge?
Yeah. Isn't that where your
Nice.
grapes and apples go? Not
I
bananas,
keep,
obviously. I know you don't put bananas in the refrigerator, but
I keep my apples out,
really
or like my clementines.
fascinating.
But grapes, they definitely do go in there.
Yeah.
I think as you guys are heading out, like Angus just seems a bit shell shocked. Like he was just dangling off the side of a building.
A near-death experience should do that to you.
um,
A witch can carry up to 6 fey fruit before they are rendered completely unconscious.
yeah, let me
Well,
look up stash later.
Sorry.
You're good. But as you know, you move away. I think you get back to their house. Betty's glad to see everyone in one piece. But once the rest of the kids have gone to sleep and like Angus um he's like I think he, shit. So you're out in the hallway. Angus is there and he's like Miss Jane,
yeah.
I'm I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Okay. Just in case the door would open up, I shield from the door. It's me and him. I get down knee level. He's kind of short. Well, I'm kind of short too. But anyways, I'm like hand on shoulder. Angus, that's what the point of this was. It was a learning experience, and hopefully you learned some stuff. Because, honestly, this can happen to anybody. You did great. You held it together while we were in there. None of the other kids got scared because you were being strong. And and it's okay to cry about it too. And it's okay to show vulnerability to them if you want to as well. But just know you did a good job. And this was, like I said, it's a learning experience. We're all learning, even me, an adult. Like I'm learning every day too. I learned from this. You learned from this. So hopefully we can take this knowledge that we gained and we can use it to do even better stuff later on.
And that absolutely like turns on the waterworks and he buries his face onto your shoulder and cries for like a solid 5-10 minutes. But afterwards he's like, thank you. Um and he goes to bed. And let me just roll to see how well this lesson sticks.
Hopefully good. Otherwise I'm going to feed him carrots.
I'm so
Hopefully
sorry.
good,
He's
sort
gonna
of.
be eating a lot of carrots. Oh,
No! He's
I
a
was too
dumb like
nice to
sweet
him.
pea.
Well, I think he takes it to heart in some part of him, but also he's not going to change in a day.
He is 10.
Um,
Yeah.
he's still rash and impulsive, but maybe he's looking out for his friends a little more now.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Baby steps.
Baby
That's
steps.
what you should expect from a baby and not put too many expectations on them.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay. Let's maybe move into downtime.
Cool.
Alright.
Do we do the moon thing first or after? I forgot.
Oh yeah, shit, we need to draw down the moon. Who wants to do that? I
Can
feel
I
like
try?
Jane is the
It's
only one who
Jane's turn.
hasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if somebody would explain to me what I'm supposed to do, I would love to do it.
So basically, drawing down the moon is a ritual where you sort of ground the magic you've cast and sort of restore some of the essence and willpower. So Helen drew like a bunch of magic circles and did chants, and Harry just made everyone soup.
It was
So it's
very
sort
good
of
soup. okay.
It's sort of your flavor of how you take care of your coven and sort of, ground them.
Okay. So for this, I assume we retire to Helen's apartment
Sure, why
for
not?
for to draw down the moon in the top area. And so I sit everybody down, and I'm just like I sit us all down and crisscross applesauce in a circle, and then just I want to say like Jane does like some type of magic that just feels like you're in a spa and things smell nice, you're relaxed, you feel comfy, your clothes don't feel itchy or whatever, you feel nice. And then we just sit like that for, until we like a comfortable amount of time without it being awkward.
Nice. So you are going to roll the lowest of your insight, prowess, or resolve.
Okay. So like one that has just one tick in it.
Yeah, if there's nothing with 0, it would be 1, or if there's nothing with 1, it would be,
Okay, well, I have plenty of zeros. So I
No, she means
roll.
the insight, prowess, or resolve, not the ticks underneath them.
Oh, okay.
He means, sorry.
You're good.
Okay, so insight and resolve don't have nothing in them, so I roll twice and take the lowest.
Yep.
Okay.
You really have nothing in insight or resolve? Wow.
Oh, wait. Wait. So not the ticks of experience, the number?
Yes.
Okay. My lowest number is 1.
Okay.
So I roll 1 dice.
Okay. I was like...
How
many ticks did you put in me?
I was a little scared too. Okay.
I got a 5.
Nice. So everyone gets 2 willpower, 4 essence, and I assume you all are getting very good sleep after this. So you get an extra willpower. So 3 willpower, 4 essence.
Okay, feeling better now.
Let me roll for. Let's see. Let me roll for Dick's. How he's feeling today. Ooh, nice. So he is not. He's just very guilty today. And he doesn't really feel like advancing his interests. Like he's sort of having a crisis of conscience.
Did he get distracted by painting minis?
Yeah,
that happens to me.
He was upset, and so we went to paint some minis, and by the time he was gone, he had like 1 million unread emails, and the time to meet with the investors, like he'd missed the meeting. Holy fuck.
Oh no. Well, yes, but oh.
Well, I mean, the meeting was about selling your game store, so it's probably
yes. That's why I'm torn about this. Okay.
We are winning him over by love. Sure, that's the thing we're using.
Well, love and distraction.
Yeah.
Harry feeds him some Rice Krispies treats.
With or without the Brussels
Because he doesn't
sprout?
know our faces, right? Because we broke into his head, but I think the only one that was even kind of caught was Helen, right?
True.
But Harry just straight up walks up to him and hands him some Rice Krispies treats.
And he's like,
they're peanut butter and Fruity Pebble.
Thanks.
I think they'd be surprisingly good.
You don't like that?
No, sorry. And he just walks out.
But hey, he said sorry to you instead of something insulting. This is a grand move forward for him.
It really is. If that had been successful, I would have been like, "Can I add him to my? Can I add him to my support system?"
Isn't he your rival, Ace?
Yeah, but still, enemies to friends, man.
I suppose.
It's one way to keep your enemies closer, right? Just become best friends with them.
I see you've been reading the same book I've been reading for my sway.
Yeah.
So,
I am
what are
also
you
trying
guys,
to level sway.
what are you guys doing for downtime? Oh, yeah, okay, never mind.
So I'm gonna go and just come clean to Joyce and be like, "Hey, something happened while we were on the mission, and I'm really, really sorry, but I did put myself in harm's way, in order to protect Jane. Um, and I'm really sorry. I know I told you I wouldn't do that anymore, but like, this is me coming clean and trying to be like a trustworthy person again. I'm really sorry."
Yeah, no, it's okay, Harry. You know, we slip up sometimes. Thank you for telling me.
Carrot?
Shit, sure.
This episode has been brought to you by the Carrot Board. Carrots.
Oh, I owe you Rice Krispie treat, don't I?
Okay. Downtime actions. What do you guys want to do? Yeah, Helen.
I'm working on my long-term project, baby, for one of them.
Hell yeah. Go for it.
So what do I need to roll for
How
that?
are you
That's
working on it?
Well, I've
Well,
got this new mirror, and I'm
So you're
pretty.
sort of,
Sorry, go on.
yeah, so you're sort of tinkering around with it?
Yeah, I'm trying to see how it works because it's a scrying mirror, so how what it shows, how it shows, and trying to figure out how I attach it to this other stuff. Like, should I make the other stuff like a frame around it, or what do I need to do to get this to work as an X-ray so I can see through walls, which is my goal with this thing.
Yeah, this sounds like craft.
Oh yeah. 3 and a 4.
Okay, so we are going to tick up that clock too.
Okay. Better than nothing. I would have loved a 6, but I will deal.
All right, who wants to go next?
I already know what I want to do for one of them, so I'll go ahead. I'm going to get rid of 1 willpower, be in a little bit better, like even better shape for next one.
Oh, you want to restore willpower?
Yeah.
Yeah, what does that look like for Jane? What does she do to like de-stress?
Probably like she in the game store, the Goblin's Den, there's like a one-shot night. And she's like, "Ooh, okay, not gonna have any like errands today. It's gonna be fun day, and I'm gonna join in this one shot."
Hell yeah. So I think restore willpower is actually, let me look this up. Fuck. Shit. Fuck
It says
balls.
talk to a therapist or a friend, but
Yeah, I'm looking for the description of it in the book. If y'all would be willing to help me out. I forgot what you're supposed to roll. These are things I should have memorized.
That's okay. We're all still learning.
It says roll the lower of resolve or insight.
Beautiful. Thank you. Go for that.
Okay. Lower. So, my this is like with the moon thing. So I look at the number on the left.
The lower of Resolver, yeah, the big number next to
Okay.
Resolver Insight.
Okay, that's insight. That's 1. I thought this only gave me 1 willpower, so this actually has a chance to be more beneficial than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
Okay, so you are going to
That's-
restore 1 willpower.
And a complication, I think.
And a complication. So, you know who I think's at one-shot night?
Who?
I think Adam's there.
I guess he doesn't have an animosity towards the GameStop people, so
Yeah, I think he's there. He's playing human fighter. Or wait, maybe he'd be a wizard. What do you think his class would be?
Adam would probably, honestly, he'd probably be like an orc barbarian.
Yeah, and actually, while we're here, can you describe Adam a bit for me?
Okay, Adam is what is the Minotaur people called?
Minotaur, I think.
Minotaur. Yeah.
Okay, well, he's a Minotaur guy. He is a ginger, blue eyes. He has a scar on his eyebrow. He has big horns, like a bull. He's medium sized, but it looks like, I guess, you would imagine he's muscly because he's like a Minotaur dude. But he's not humongous like a box.
He's not a linebacker.
Yeah. Like fairly, like he's probably like 6 foot, I guess, if you saw him, you would think that's definitely somebody who has he's not somebody unacquainted with crime. You could just assume that by looking at him.
Yeah, and he's sitting there with the rest of them, with his orc barbarian, and he looks over at you and he's like, "Oh, hey Jane.
Hi, Adam.
Long time no see."
Yeah. You're back in town, it seems.
Yeah, came back a month ago. It's funny to see you here.
Yeah, this is kind of my spot, a spot that I'm
Kind of
here
your
frequently. Yeah, like a place my place,
Guess you really like this game store, huh?
Yeah, kind of like it's my turf, guy?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still working with those kids?
I don't know how much of a concern the gang is to you anymore, but yes.
I guess I'll see you around, Jane.
Hopefully not.
Maybe there's room for the two of us in this city.
I don't know about that, Adam.
Okay. That's the end of that scene, and I'm going to make a new 6 clock for Adam's agenda. I think he's working on something, and we'll talk about that later.
Damn him, stepping on my turf!
Awkward!
That's so stressful.
Very awkward!
He's my rival. It has to be stressful.
But okay, who's going next?
I can.
Yeah, I think you have.
I would like to work on my long-term project
Oh, your networking project.
Yeah, I'm trying to make friends and influence people.
Okay,
My
what's that
support
look like?
network. So I think Harry's gonna go out to Rara Avis again and and go and talk to Rose again.
Oh, hey Harry, you've been visiting a lot recently.
Oh, it's always nice to see where your mycelium is. Uh, just
Yeah. I was about to actually go teach a class. Do you want to come with me?
sure.
Yeah. And she goes off to do that. And what sort of role do you think this is? This is?
Servet. Can it be like a learning magic class and so then I can use focus or craft?
Well, I think the core goal here is socializing, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure focus or craft would work.
But I'm bad at that.
Level it up. Tough luck, my friend.
I'm working on it.
Maybe you talk to Rose when you have better social skills.
But I love her. She's built like a brick wall. She has tattoos.
But she's cute. Ah.
We're
Really
all
such an
so gay,
attractive
y'all.
lady, okay? It's not
I
my
mean,
fault.
Fair enough, but I'm just
Honestly,
saying.
talking to hot women with low social stat, like yourself, is a mood. I think myself, I have like zero sway.
I like. It's funny playing a character that doesn't have any charisma because I'm a person. People. It's fine. But anyway.
Go for it.
Sure. So that's 0 then. So I'm gonna roll 2 dice and take the lower, and hope that I don't fail this again like I did last time.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers
Cross the
crossed. 3 and a 6.
Okay, that's still
I'm
a
so
3.
upset.
1 tick. Let's see. 1 tick to networking. And I think today it's sort of like gym class. Like she's having the kids run laps around the island. Um, do you want to suggest something, or should I suggest something for why this isn't super effective?
Um,
I have something in mind.
you have something in mind.
Yeah.
What's your thing?
Well, I was thinking that they're running laps, and one of the kids like trips and sprains her ankle. And as much as she'd love to spend time with you, she's sort of focused on that right now.
That's extremely fair.
Cool.
That works, yeah.
All right. Who's next?
It should be Rowan,
Oh, okay.
if you're ready.
Yeah, I am. I need to reduce my willpower because I still have 4 ticks in that. So.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Yeah. We ended that with me having 2 boxes
Oh,
left.
yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I failed so many times. I'm sorry.
Yes, it's your fault that I decided to do the thing. Okay. So, to deal with my willpower, you need to see a therapist or
You need to do something that relaxes you. You don't need to like see a therapist, but it helps to talk to people sometimes.
I think I'm going to go to my Aunt Cinnamon's house.
What's that like?
Um, there's lots of books. The woman likes to read. And a really well-stocked kitchen. And there's always incense burning somewhere, but you can't tell where it's coming from. But it's always got that smell, like there's incense burning.
Yeah.
And for a very nice auntie with the flaming red hair, she's a bit of a hard ass. So she's not going to take no shit from me or anyone else for that matter. Um, and when I knock on the door, it's very much, did you use the back stairs? No one saw you come in? Okay, you can come in.
So yeah, she knows you're unbound.
Yeah. She's the one who convinced me not to get bound. But she is bound.
Okay. Yeah, and she lets you in, and she's like, "Hey, Helen, it's been a while."
Yeah. Can I have some chili and maybe crash on your couch tonight?
And
Maybe?
she sort of looks at you and like gives you a hard once over, and then she's like, "Yeah, you sort of need it. You look
Yeah.
you look like you've had better days, Helen."
So I stopped taking my meds because I thought I'd be fine. And I don't think I was fine. So yeah.
Helen,
What? That shit's
you
expensive.
you're important. That shit is expensive, but fucking steal it.
I know. It's just, I do so much better when I get crafty when I'm not taking my meds. Because, like, I can come up with so much better ideas if I'm not on my meds. You know? But,
Helen.
so, okay, before you totally rip me a new one, can I tell you about the new thing I'm working on?
Sure. And she
Alright.
takes you inside and you get the chili. She was probably making something different, but she has leftovers. She always has big tubs of leftovers.
I'm assuming they're,
And
like, frozen chili in, like, the Cool Whip containers. There's, like, a couple Cool Whip
yes,
containers worth of chili in the freezer.
exactly.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, so why don't you make that roll? I think it was the lower of insight or resolve.
Okay, they're both 2, so not a problem there. A 2 and a 3.
Oof.
I'm
So
rolling
you're going
really
to
bad
regain
today.
1 willpower, but
Alright.
I don't think there's a is there a complication? Shit, I think there
Can
is.
can you get a complication? Well, I'm assuming you can.
Wait, no, was it? No, I think it is one on.
Because I rolled a 2 and a 3, so the best of them is the 3.
Yeah, and you need a 4 or 5 to not get a complication.
Okay. Alright. But I at least get rid of one of the willpower ticks, so that's good.
So outside of the house, we see passing by, one of the ever vigilant eye. They sort of peer intensely at the front of Aunt Cinnamon's house, and then with the armband,
Hmm.
and they keep walking. But I'm gonna start a new clock for that. I think they're getting a little suspicious.
But she's a good girl.
She's a good girl with a bound witch niece.
Yeah.
Wild witch niece?
Sorry, wild witch niece.
Yeah.
But okay, who's next?
Okay. I don't know if this is a mechanic of the game, so tell me if it's not. But I guess this would be like a long-term project. I want to work with Betty to up the gang's defenses against any of
Hell
Adam's
yeah.
schemes.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's totally long-term project. I'm thinking maybe 8 ticks.
Okay, right.
And
I
yeah,
don't
how are you
know.
what are you working on today?
I think today's a debriefing. Adam is close. Like we probably had, street urchins have good ears, So they probably knew that he was back in New York. But the debriefing is like, okay, he's not only in New York, he's back on, home turf. So we need to, instead of just knowing he's in New York, now we got to step it up.
Got it. And so they're sort of all huddled around you on sort of the beaten up couch. Okay, what sort of role do you think this is?
I think because, the kids, really only Betty and the higher up council members are the only one who know who Adam is or what he did. So I think Jane would be needing to explain properly why this guy is a potential threat. And
So maybe it would be consort?
Yeah, I think it would be consort because they're my friends. I only got one dice in that, but let's see what I get. Okay, dice. Well, actually, I've been mean to my dice all day, so maybe they need a softer tone. You're good, dice. Okay, a 4. It hit my cup, but I'd take the 4.
Yeah, and then also, I forgot to tell you guys, but you can also spend 1 Fey Fruit to bring the success level of a dice up 1. So if you want to be a 6, or if you want a 6 to be a critical, But yeah, that's 2 ticks on the clock. Let me add that. Alrighty, and I think the kids huddle around and they're nodding and they're like, yeah, we're gonna keep an eye out for him. We got this. Alright. Has anyone not done 2 downtime actions?
Harry.
And I want to spend a Fey Fruit to get another one.
Alright, what are your 2 downtime actions?
So I want to do some training. In Resolve.
What does that look like?
I'm gonna borrow Jane's book. The How to Make Friends and Influence People book.
Nice.
It has lots of notes in it.
They're posties.
Honestly, Harry's a little tempted to just read the notes. And anything that Jane has underlined. And hope that helps them learn better, because Jane seems a lot better with people than they are. So...
Yeah, so that's 1 XP for Resolve. Nice. And what's your second one?
And then for my second one, I want to do, I want to go down a willpower. Do the therapy thing. So I'm going to go and I'm going to talk to, Sunshine some more.
Sunshine being redacted?
Yes.
Nice. Alright, so that will be rolling the lower of your Insight or Resolve.
Insight or Resolve. I think they're both 2. Yeah. Coolio. A 2 and a 3. Wow.
Wow, the dice are
Everybody's
hitting.
getting complications on their therapy. Goodness.
So you are going to regain 1 willpower. What's the complication here? Oh. So you spend a good amount of time talking to Redacted. And you go outside, and I think you head down to the garage, and your Ghastbusters van has been given a ticket by the HOA for failing to meet neighborhood codes.
In a garage? They break into our garage just to give me a fucking ticket? That's dumb.
Or maybe it was one of those like stupid signs that's like you can only park here at like 1 minute in a 24-hour day, and it was just there for 1 second, and that's when the ticket happened.
Yeah, it's totally bullshit.
I spent a fey fruit for this? God damn.
It be like that sometimes.
Do it. Do it really.
It do be,
Yeah. I think that is about the end. Let's do XP real fast.
Yeet. XP,
All right,
XP.
who's first?
Whoop.
Did you say you want to go first, Rowan?
No, I asked who was first, but I will go first if you want me to.
I'm good to go if you don't want to.
Go right ahead.
Okay.
I need to think about it a minute.
Okay. So just to run down everything, I got 2 critical ones in prowess because I fucking suck at prowess.
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
put 2 XP in that.
Well, you might as well just do it while you're in the score.
Yeah, but then I forget about it, or I get
Fair.
confused about it, and I'm like, okay, I got that. I changed my form. I used Sweet Pea, even though she got distracted. So 2 XP for that. Dispositions. I feel like I use my mentor role that Jane likes to stick to. And adaptable, I think she was adaptable with her handy dandy skateboard. So I would say 4 with that. And then there is no issues with that other stuff. So 4 XP.
4 XP. Nice. Helen, Harry?
I can go next. I used an artifact that I crafted, and I was calculating in being able to get things open and things of that nature. So that's 2. Wrong hand. I don't see how I can express my heritage because I'm a DN. Maybe the fact that I try to blend in very well. And I think I was also my disposition and impulsive because I'm trying to teach children how to thieve.
That's valid.
That's just a great thing to do. And I didn't have any trauma or casting style issues, so I think I'm at 4 also.
Cool.
All right.
I have at least 2. Because I did my disposition, which is nurturing, a million times. Addressed a tough challenge with wisdom or underworld knowledge. Well, I didn't use underworld knowledge this time. But wisdom could be argued, maybe, at least once. Like I know there were times where I did things. My brain just is not working right now.
Yeah, you can figure it out later.
Cool.
Yeah. XP is totally your guys' domain, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I think that's about it.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. It
Yeah.
was great having you all. See you next Thursday, hopefully.
Yeet.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Hell yeah.
And the
Okay,
same
adios.
batshit crazy nonsense.
And
That
cats
too.
too.